Family, the track we're about to interact with right now was brought to my attention via a donation from one of our subscribers. Now, if you want to recommend a song, the link to the PayPal is going to be in the description below because, of course, YouTube yanks 30% of super chats. Guys, I appreciate, as always, your open, curious attention. Back to the video. Give me that King Kong Tarzan beat, buddy. What are we talking about? Oh, that's fire. Put that funk on it. Listen, hold on. Wait a second. Don't slam that bowl. Why does she have the stink face? Don't be angry at dinner.
Why my woman, why she care for? Why's my woman care? Why my woman, why she care for? Why's my woman there? Oh my woman, I'm not careful. Oh my woman, yeah.
Yo, so the lyrics are kind of trifling a little bit, which kind of explains why she slammed the mashed potatoes. He's saying, why does my woman care? Why is my woman there? I'm not careful. So, I mean, he's, at first it kind of seemed like, he was curious as to why she cares, but it's actually like, a self-deprecating, like, I'm not necessarily the best guy. I'm wondering what she means by this love. I wonder if she's, plotting on me. And isn't that kind of what occurs when you're a scumbag, right? And then someone loves you in spite of that. You're like, what's going on with you? Why don't you hate me as much as you should? Carry on, Ren. Please cook, sir.
Not careful. Oh, my woman, yeah. Oh, my woman, I'm not careful.
I'm not careful.
Why's my woman care? Oh, yeah. My love.
Wait a second. Is that a different woman? I wasn't paying attention to the woman before. It's part of my problem. Why does my woman care? But you can see the cycle, right? This isn't the first toxic relationship he's been through. So maybe the why does my woman care is like am I worth being cared for at all? I am going to frustrate the woman I'm with until she doesn't care anymore because something in my past tells me that I'm not worth caring about. So when I see someone who genuinely cares about me, I get red flags.
Why my love?
Right.
Why my woman? Why she there for? Why's my woman
Yikes.
there? Why my
Yikes.
woman? Why she there for?
Fam, do you see how the toxicity is turning up a notch with every woman who's at the table? At first, it was just ugly faces and smashing the mashed potatoes on the table. And then it went to full-fledged fights where the milk goes up your nose and you get splashed in the face. And now there's a revolver on the table and drinks and, a freaking flipping of a coin in a sadistic manner. Guys, when someone treats you wrong for caring about them, it might mean that there's something in their past which is just like, caring about me is sketchy, right? Loving me is not something that I expect. I'm wounded.
Why my woman? Why she there for?
And this beat is so perfect. I'm sorry I keep pausing it. I'm sorry. I have to, though, just to mention that the beat is fire for this concept.
Why my woman? Why she there for? Why's my woman care? Oh my woman, I'm so scared for love. I'm so scared. Oh my woman, not prepared for love. Not prepared.
So look. Now the woman that he's with is a severe alcoholic stumbling around the table as he's playing the guitar with glasses on and a blonde wig. Maybe that means that, he he wants a woman that is so far removed from caring and loving him that he has to wear a false identity in front of them as they are too intoxicated to even realize he's sitting there. And maybe that's just me reading into it. This is very dark. Lord.
My love.
You know what? I've always wanted to do the kind of sex where you knock everything off the table in Hollywood fashion. I'm gonna have to ask the wife. We're gonna have to get a babysitter, to make that happen. And we don't necessarily want to buy new dishes. Continue.
Why, my love.
And you see, he was kind of doing a polyamorous thing at that last table where all the games are being played. You're just kind of jumping from relationships, trivializing all of them so that you're not cared about too deeply, right? Because there's a part of you that is love. Remember, love is the felt recognition of our shared being. Love is what's foundational, at least in my opinion, right? So there's a part of you that's always calling out for that love. But then if you didn't experience that in your childhood or the result of some, expectation that you had, which, didn't come to fruition, you're hurt, you're traumatized, right? So there's an inward turmoil. There's a self-deception. There's a battle going on internally where you deeply want the love and deeply want to resist it. And so you just end up trivializing these short-term relationships all over the place.
Why she care for? Why's my woman care? Was my woman care?
Ren, you gotta relax, buddy.
Why she care? Oh, my love. Why, my love.
Oh, bro. You see the dizzying array of games being played? Everything gets trivialized. Once you've trivialized relationships, everything else is underneath that umbrella, not above it. Everything gets trivialized after that.
Why, my love? Why, my woman? Why does she care for me, my love?
Nice bass note.
Oh, my woman, isn't it plain to see? Ooh, my woman, why do you care for me, my girl? Whoa, pretty woman, isn't it plain to see?
So he just marries a guy?